So you are going to help me. We are going to spell Christmas now, and from each letter we'll look at what it means. All right, let's go. Christmas is spelled as the C in Christmas means charity and compassion. Remember, it's Christ we are celebrating. So the C in the Christmas is charity and compassion. And Jesus is synonymous with charity and compassion. You can never talk about Jesus without talking about charity. Charity is love. Another word for charity is love. And compassion. In Matthew 9:33, he said he had compassion on the crowd because they were harassed. In Matthew 18:33, the same thing. He rebuked the servant whose master had compassion on him but refused to have on his fellow servant. The guy who was forgiven and refused to forgive his fellow servant. He said, I had compassion on you. Why didn't you have compassion on your own fellow servant? That is it. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he did what? He gave his only begotten son, so that those who believe in him should not perish but may have. I want to read Colossians chapter 3. I don't want to just quote verse 14. I know verse 14 says put on love. But let me read the whole of Colossians chapter 3, 12 to 14. Colossians 3 from verse 12, it says, as the chosen of God, then, the holy people whom he loves, you are to be clothed in heartfelt compassion, in generosity and humility, gentleness and patience. Bear with one another. Forgive each other if one of you has a complaint against another. The Lord has forgiven you. Now you must do the same. Over all these clothes, put on love. So the clothes you have to wear, he mentions them: humility, generosity, compassion, gentleness, patience, forgiveness, and all that. Then he said, over all these clothes, put on what? When there is cold, do you wear only one cloth? No. Even in ordinary dress, you don't wear only one cloth. You have what you call inner wears. Even though these days now, people wear inner wears as outer wears. Say, over all these clothes, put on love. That means all of us now, look at how exquisitely dressed, gorgeously dressed we are. Jesus is saying, if after all these clothes, one man has been serving God faithfully, then after one day like this, he decided, now let me go and catch fun. So he went, cut his hair, and got the barbers to fix afro for him. He made himself up. In fact, he remade himself in the image he wanted. So as he was going out, thunder struck and killed him. And then he came before God. And God welcomed him to heaven. He said, but God, why? Is it just this one day I wanted to enjoy myself that you now took me? God said, Mr. Christopher, is that you? Say, yes. And I said, sorry, I didn't recognize you. You know you disguised yourself. I didn't know you were the one. I thought it was another person. If we make up physically with every nice apparel, but all these spiritual apparels are not on us, God does not recognize us. So if we want to be recognized by God, we must put on what? Love, compassion, charity. Because the Bible says God is love. And he who abides in love abides in God, and God in him. So Christmas is about charity and compassion. Then tell me, what is charitable about hiking transport fares during Christmas? Before, they will say fuel scarcity. But thanks be to God, it's been long we heard about fuel scarcity. I posted it on my Facebook wall, and I got some very interesting response. Some people say it is the law of economics, demand and supply. Okay, you can hide under the law of economics and destroy the law of charity. Remember, as a Christian, capitalism is not your watchword. It is charity. Okay, transport that costs 5,000 naira suddenly becomes 20,000, 25,000. Another person said they usually go and then they come back empty. So they want to cover the money for the empty they are coming. Okay, you used to take 5,000 before. Let me consider to you 5,000. Now you increase it to 20,000. If it is true, it's because you are coming back empty. Then it should be what? 10,000. So the remaining 10,000, what is it for? Are you carrying spiritual passengers we don't know? It's not funny, and it's Christians that perpetuate this against fellow Christians. There's nothing charitable about increasing transport fare 200% from 5,000 to 2025, and all in the name of Christmas. Or we begin to increase the prices of so many other things. Before, when we used to have fuel scarcity during Christmas, if you remember Nigerian history, fuel scarcity is usually during Christmas. Who were those doing that, causing that in Adam? They were Christians like you and I. They are part of it. Or not only them, but why would Christians say it is during the birth of Christ that we are celebrating love and charity, that they will make things tougher and more difficult for others? And you call it business. In Igbo language, I see Igbozu. And many people actually know Igbozu. You turn some living human beings into what? Death causes because of money. In Igbozu, many people actually Igbozu during Christmas. Christmas is not time for exploitation and manipulation, whatever name you call it. I'm not saying don't do business. I'm not saying don't obey the law of demand and supply. But you and I have conscience. You know when something is unreasonable. It shouldn't be at the birth of Christ that people become miserable. You can't be celebrating Christmas and manipulating and exploiting people. You don't use people as a means to an end. That's why Jesus said, the golden rule, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Or love. Love your neighbor as yourself. That is the least you can even do at Christmas. And then for those of us who are at the receiving end, you need to have sense too. Must you travel during Christmas? Was Jesus born in your village? He is not from your village. He was not born in your village. So who are you going to look for? And Christmas holiday is one of the shortest. If you obey the law of the country. Christmas holiday is it not 25th and 26th? Must you travel? Sometimes we are even the ones who hype our misery. As if it is a law that everybody must travel at Christmas. If it is not convenient, don't do it. It's not a law. If you want your children to have the knowledge of the ancestral, which is very good, when is the time you have long vacation? It's not during from July, August, September. That is long vacation. That's when you have enough this thing. Those of you who are working in office, you can take your leave, casual leave. That's when you can go home quietly. Leave those who are rushing. Let them rush. Because some people will rush, they will start the journey on Friday. They will not reach their village until Monday. Don't worry now. You see some people will call you in January. Nah, send it to go during 5,000. Because he has spent all money. Some will be stuck. Some will have to borrow to come back. Sometimes you need to be yourself. Don't do what others do. Traveling has nothing to do with Christmas. It's not part of Christmas celebration. It's not a commandment. Buying new clothes is not Christmas spirituality. For children, I can understand though, but not for adults. In case you are here, you are an adult, you want to kill your husband because he didn't buy Christmas clothes. Is it your birthday? It's Jesus' birthday. If there's anybody who deserves gifts today, this Christmas day, who is the person? It's Jesus' birthday. And Jesus knows how he wants us to give these gifts to him. What I'm saying is, don't make things more difficult for yourself than you should by following the crowd or following convention. Now you need to know exactly what you're celebrating and know the things that are peripheral, that is not a must. I must not travel during Christmas. So if transporters have decided to be hiking fare during Christmas, me, I will wait. June, July, August is there. September, I will go and come back. So Christmas is about charity. It's about compassion. And this charity we extend. So it's Jesus' birthday, and Jesus wants you to be charitable to the less privileged. So all those money we are going to go spend unnecessarily, cut it down, go and give Jesus his gifts. Today the cardinal will go to the prison. He's going to carry gifts donated by people. He will go and say mass for the prisoners and give them. When I was in prison, you visited me. That's what Christmas is all about. And I hope all of us here, whom God has blessed, one way or the other, I hope you have reached out to some needy people somewhere. If you haven't, the season is still on. Before the end of this Christmas season, make sure you do substantial charity. That is how you give Christmas card hampers to Jesus.
Sign up with the largest community of Catholics online. Meet new friends, chat, post pictures and videos, make and receive audios and video calls, interact with lots of priests and religions. Download the app from Google Play Store.